This lady doesn't own heels. Hello, everybody! This is the first debate we have of the 2015 campaign for control of the student body. On the floor, we have two candidates who are debating and providing their stances on some very important topics. Representing the Autonomic party, we have Rebecca, who will be standing her ground against Janice, who is representing the Somatic party. I'm your moderator, Nora P. Fry. Who will take flight or fight in today's debate? Candidates, please introduce yourselves.
Well, as the Autonomic Party candidate, I have been a valuable member to my constituents from the start. My actions are for the benefit of my people's core, and my goal is to touch the hearts of many. In the toughest of times, I have gotten my people out of trouble. I will fight for my people when necessary, and aid my peoples in taking flight from their burdens.
Hi, I'm Janet. Unlike my opponent, my candidacy will inspire a movement. My duty is to empower my people to take positive steps for their own lives. The perceptions of my constituents matter to me. Hey. Their feelings are what excite me to take action.
Thank you, candidates. We'll begin with questions from the audience. Yes, young lady.
Yes, Janice. So, on the feelings or afferent information of the student body are important for your function in the office, who in your party receives this sort of useful information?
Well, I believe my structures in the thalamus and cerebral cortex are far superior to Rebecca's and should be processing this sort of information to run the student body most effectively. Rebecca and the Autonomic Party believe that the hypothalamus would be most effective at receiving this afferent information, but it is clearly inferior to the thalamus.
Yes, over here.
Rebecca, what is your stance on regulation?
Well, my center in the hypothalamus would regulate the needs of the student body most proficiently. It can relate to and understand the student body. However, my opponent is under the impression that her regulatory center is more superior because it comes from the elite upper echelon of our body, the cortex.
Sir?
Janice, what do you feel is the best way to connect to your tissues?
I want to connect with my tissues directly. That's how I got the student body excited and moving. My secretary, Cecil Colleen, and I go directly to potty junctions to get all of my constituents excited and mobilized. I will ensure that the voices of my constituents have muscle and strength. I am here to excite my constituents, and unlike my opponent, I would never, ever inhibit them from taking action.
What about you, Rebecca?
Although I connect to my targets and my target tissues indirectly, I do not feel that this is a bad thing. I feel that I can effectively communicate through my ganglia community representative, Jan Leah. Not all of my effectors have to be excited, because my constituents are smart enough to communicate between each other. I have influences that can both excite and inhibit policy when needed so that the student body is taken care of best.
Whoa, 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 so much heated debate. I think we close the synaptic gap. Candidates, can you tell me something you agree on?
Well, I know that we both agree on the efferent and afferent fibers of our parties being specialized to the different needs of the student body. We both feel it is important to have regulatory centers to understand the feelings of our student body. And we also agree that every aspect of the body should be addressed, including the periphery.
Janice?
Well, both of us have connections with staff in the CNS capital, so we both have the ability to receive and send important information to all of our constituents. We must both work together to create changes in volitional activity. Lastly, each party works with both conscious and unconscious effort to benefit the student body. We truly both care.
Well, that's all the time we have for today's debate. Thank you all for attending.
Thank you.